I'm DigiBro, and this is the Rant Hole, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You could be one too if you wanted to. The Sedamies asks me to rant about the Diglett Discord, its inhabitants, drama, upkeep, etc. For anybody who doesn't know, the Diglett Discord is my patron-exclusive Discord, which you can also have access to if you're a patron. So, the Diglett Discord, as I named it because at the end of August, I was going to go through this whole thing where I was going to, call my fucking fans Diglets, and had all this Diglett imagery that I made, and I didn't really end up doing anything with it. The Discord is fascinating, and it's because it doesn't make sense for there to be a DigiBro patron Discord. Not really. And yet, there's nothing wrong with having a DigiBro patron Discord. It's just a matter of I can't explore it as a serious venture. Like, I don't treat it as a Discord that I am trying to make into anything greater than what it is. It basically exists for, hey, it just so happens that DigiBro fans tend to have a lot in common, especially the types who watch all the After Dark videos, who watch all the Let's Plays and stuff like that, because if you're that interested in hearing me go on and on and on about the kind of stuff I talk about, you probably have a certain set of interests or, a certain way of looking at the world. And so I've kind of figured that, a lot of people had asked me to make my own anime community and stuff like that, because people who don't like to go on, r/anime or on A or whatever are like, I want somewhere to discuss anime with people who think like me. And generally, people who think like me are you, DigiBro. So why don't you make a place for us to discuss anime for people who are, who think like you? And I went, all right, good idea. I'll make a Discord, and that way, these people can have a sort of meeting ground. However, inevitably, what I came to realize is that if you put a bunch of people in a group and they're all talking to each other all the time, it's going to become insular. It's going to have in-jokes, it's going to have its own culture, people are going to get to know each other, and there's going to be a normal. There's going to be a sense of what is expected out of somebody in this group. Well, that's not exactly inviting to newcomers. And for this to work, it can't ever be an exclusive community, because an exclusive community would reject any newcomers to the Patreon, and I don't necessarily want people to form a DigiBro, identity. I don't want DigiBro fans to have a concrete identity that's incongruent with other people who might be interested in becoming DigiBro fans, I don't really want there to be this strong, identity that I, as a content creator, get tied to, just because it's the way that, my first responder fans act around each other. So, at some point early in its existence, when it did sort of form a first clique, and there were, people who were talking to each other a lot, and then they started to find themselves at odds with other members of the Discord, I just told them, go make your own. If you guys are, if you want to have a hangout, just go make another one, because this is inherently a corporate Discord. It is tied to a Patreon. There is always going to be new people coming in. The culture is always going to be shifting. There will be people you don't like who I can't get rid of, because what am I going to do? Tell you, hey, I love your money, but you annoy me, so, or you annoy these other people. You annoy the other people on my Discord, so you have to be kicked out. It is a corporate venture. It's always going to be like that. So I don't want it to have too much of a sense of community. I don't want it to have, too much of an identity, but as a result, that means it's not the most exciting Discord. If you really want to have a group of friends, you'd probably go somewhere else. If you want to communicate with me, it's a good place to go, and some people are just looking for very casual sort of flings with their Discords. Not everybody wants to have, an intense friendship or group of people. They just want to have something that they can fritter around with every once in a while. A new episode of a show comes out, this might be a good place to talk about anime, because you're probably going to see other people who have similar taste in anime to you to talk about, or music and so on and so forth. And of course, it's a great place for discussing my content. And that's all I really read on the Discord, is the Discussing Digi Content tab, because I care about what my patrons think of my content, because they're paying me. You know, like, I need to know. It's not even so much that I care, it's that I need to know, you know, so that I can follow the trajectory of how things are going, see how people feel, and, you know, even argue with people and try to maybe help them to see my side of why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it, you know, or just to have conversations with people every once in a while, because, you know, even if I'm not really, like, out to make friends, per se, on the Discord, I have a lot in common with my own viewers, so it's not as though I don't have anything to talk to them about. So, I think that the Discord, it's fun, in a sense. It is a little bit much to, like, I don't know, it hasn't been a lot for me to take care of, because, like, you know, it's just me and one mod. Nothing really goes on that requires there to be more than that. Like, people sometimes ask me to add more to the Discord, and, like, from my perspective, it's already fine. Like, I'm not in a bunch of Discords. I'm not one of those guys who I'm in, like, 3 that actually have updates. You know, it's like the I Am Games Discord, my own Discord, the PCP Discord, and the PCP Fan Discord. And, like, I think I have a couple more that I'm in, but they're not even active, you know? So, it's like, from my perspective, it's all the Discord I could ever want, you know? It's got all the categories I could want. Some people want more boards, some people want more emotes, or, you know, for a long time I didn't have other Discord emotes as an option in there, because I just saw that as, like, a weird thing that why would I want that to be available? But enough people asked for it, I eventually did it. I don't really think there's much drama in there. Like, there was more early on, before I sort of codified this idea that if you want to have, like, a community, go make one. You know, there were periods where it became difficult there still are periods where it becomes difficult for me to go in there. Because, for me, you know, I have my own feelings about everything I make. I, you know, have my understanding of my content, where I want it to go, what I'm trying to do, and a lot of the times, like, you know, reading a lot of other people's thoughts on it can be either disheartening, or it can feel insulting sometimes. Sometimes people just say shit that really pisses me off in there, and I can't say anything, you know, like, or I don't want to say anything because what I would say would be, you know, would be overreaching, and I'm not really good at being nice. I'm not really good at, like, being friendly with my patrons. I'm not one of those guys who's, like, you know, smiley, glad hand, like, oh yeah, you know, it's no big deal. Oh no, it's just a misunderstanding. No, I get pissed off when I read something that I don't like, you know? So, like, my initial reaction sometimes, my knee-jerk is like, fuck you, you fucking ass, I will fucking kill you, you know? And then I have to calm down and try to see if there is a way to phrase it more kindly, and if not, to fuck off. But, you know, and I'm never going to be just purely kind about anything, because I want you to know that you've upset me so that you won't do it again, you know? So, it's not, for someone like me, a Discord is not the easiest thing to be a part of, but that's why I've kept it at the arm's length that I have, where it's like, I read the Discussing Digibro content, I participate when I happen to have time, I vaguely know some of the people in there, especially the ones who've been there a long time, or whose names have come up a lot, or who give me a lot of money, you know, and I feel fairly, you know, I feel a kinship with my audience. You know, I don't feel as though I'm at war with my audience or anything like that, but I do feel like I don't really want to participate in myself as a community. I'm more interested in being a part of a community where I'm less of the central focus. Like, the I Am Games Discord, I think, is able to thrive more because it's not really about me or Tom. We're just kind of the leaders of something that's about itself. It's about games, you know, and that allows it to thrive a little bit better than my personal Discord does, which is just about me, and I'm not something you can talk about all the time, you know. Anyway, that's it for this rant. See you in the next one.